Unheard of, ladies and gentlemen. It's unprecedented. 3 videos in a day? How does he do it? How does he do it, ladies and gentlemen? Look, uh, I'm towards the end of the evening. I find myself twiddling my thumbs trying to figure out what to do until it's time to go home. So I kind of wander the station, do my final sweep before it's time to leave. And I'm actually listening to some of the older videos that I'd done, particularly the ones in February or March, where things were looking really bad for Team Harris. Like, 2016 was rough. It was rough. And I'm particularly proud of the fact that it was rough, but we found time to go see Deadpool. We found ways to see, actually, we went to see Deadpool twice. We found ways to go see Batman versus Superman. We found ways to get our edibles. We found ways to order pizza. We found ways to get drunk. We found ways to keep morale up and have a good time. And even though every now and then, like, morale would hit a low because we were worried or we were concerned about something, we always seemed to bounce back. I was watching the video in particular where I had gotten my money back for 2015, but we were waiting for the money for 2014 and we weren't going to have the money for the rent. I had to pay for this class to get out of my legal troubles. I was still thinking about getting my guard card. I had to pay my light bill off. The company didn't really want to work with a settlement agreement. The rent was about to go up. It was a messy time for Team Harris. And you can see in the video that I'm having troubles. I'm literally frustrated. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. But what I said in the video then is what I've been saying the entire time. This group of people that I've assembled here, we're not ordinary people. We're not bound by the rules that most people play by. And that's real easy to say. It's like, oh, he's being cocky and being conceited. But we have consistently proven over and over and over that we rise above any situation we find ourselves in. Yeah, I got fired from my job in 2015. My unemployment ran out. My poor family had to suffer at Wingstop. We had an ungrateful ass member who we tried to let in the Starfleet and he didn't know what he had and left us in a bad way. Unemployment ran out. I took focus group jobs to try to make some money. We all ended up at VF Outlet. You know how that worked out. Asia stayed. Kari got hired at Carter's and only worked for one day. Then I got this job. And that was it. Because that's what we do. I told you, it's just a matter of time before Team Harris bounces back. And damn, we bounced back. Like, look at us now. Asia's a housewife again. She's applying for jobs, but she don't have to. Kari's taking computer coding classes. He's like learning shit. Like, that's a big deal. Instead of being out here saying, man, what I need to do is try to work on finding a way to help my family earn some money, he's just taking some classes so he can better himself. Like, Team Harris bounces back. Team Harris will always do the 180 when things get down. And I love that about us. Like, I don't know nobody else that do that. Like, DSP I consider once upon a time my dream job because I always felt like this job was going to be out of reach. This was going to be the kind of thing I would never get this job. And lo and behold, I lost my job at DSP, and I accept the blame. I accept, what was my responsibility for that. But here I am. It's the beginning of 2017. We on top of the world. It's just a matter of time before they give me a truck and I'm driving around. My boss was just here today and apparently I've had 3 performance evaluations and I've scored 100% on each one of them. They fucking love me here. I do my work and I do damn good work and I'm having the best fucking time doing it. Like, when I tell you that this crew that I've assembled is something special, I don't think the word special do them justice. Like, I'm so proud of my family. I'm so proud of what we do. I'm so proud of what we accomplish. And on the outside looking in, you could say, well, you're the one, you go to work 45, 50 hours a week. That's you going to court. That's you doing it. So this is really you. I can't do what I do without my family. My wife takes damn good care of me. She makes sure that You know, I'm well fed, I'm warm. She rubbed my feet, she rubbed my back, she massaged my head. You know, she keep my clothes clean. Just like I couldn't find socks without her. You know, my son, when at the most desperate of times, he would get a check and he would just say, "All right, I'm gonna need $10 to get back and forth to work. The rest of this is yours," and would just hand me his paycheck. So don't insult me by saying that I'm doing it by myself, because when we had nothing, these were the people who pulled together to make sure that I could get to this point. So yeah, I'm the one out here working. I do 45, 50 hours a week. I had to go to court today. You know, I'm the one out here in the elements doing the thing, but I never would have gotten here if it wasn't for them. And I needed to take this minute to acknowledge that. I needed to take this moment to not only acknowledge it, but to make sure that it is well known. Anybody, when you see this a year from now, 10 years from now, regardless to what our situation is, regardless to where our station in life might be, regardless to how good we might be, I might be gone. You never know. But know that today, this day, I would never have gotten this far if it wasn't for these people. I would not be the man I am today without my wife. I would not be the person I am today without my son. And we would not be who we are without each other. I'm damn proud of my family. Damn proud.